Okay, in the top, playing Koji, we have Zeronix versus Saikoya in the south, also playing Koji. So I hope everybody likes Koji's theme, because we're going to be hearing it for a while. And yeah, I'm hopping into this game a couple minutes late, so they're going to do the early turns. We're going to see if the captures, or how the capture is going to work out. Ooh, Saikoya not going for the heal. A lot of the time you'll see this, like the sword captures and then Koji will run and get the heal. And Zeronix is going to go for that. But Saikoya, he wants to get a mage out on this side, which I like. And ooh, Saikoya is not going for... So Saikoya was like the person that told me about, like, you save the third bullet on the rifle and like knock the gate down and then run and heal. I wonder if Zeronix is going to do that, or if he's going to reload. Yeah, so he's saving for the crit. Saikoya deciding not to. So Saikoya is playing very off meta right now. Double sword. Goes for the reloads. Probably going to heal next turn. Saikoya, he's going for this delayed heal, but it works. And actually, because he has his mage, he can pressure this headquarters very strongly. Oh, but there's like nothing stopping Zeronix. I guess the mage could run back. And now Koji... I mean, he could run forward and be aggressive. But no, he goes for this village instead. Smart play. They're both on a lot of... Ooh, Saikoya has a dragon now. So this has to back off. And you know, even though Zeronix has this big wall of spears, he's got the rifle out. I think that having a dragon is better. Especially if you haven't had to skip builds to get it, which I don't think Saikoya did. Oh, but that's a lot of spears. Oh, free hit on the commander and free hit on the sword. And that's going to build up to a crit as well. And this rifle could technically shoot the commander or the dog, but I think he wants to save the bullet for an actual really good crit. And this is the one disadvantage of the crit, is that you can't just do the free shots, which do damage. Like, that did a little bit of damage to a sword, but it wasn't quite as effective as... Or, like, if he only had that third bullet left, that means he would have had to have reloaded in the turn between. Whereas this, you kind of want to save it for a special occasion. And Saikoya, he has the income lead right now. He's got this side of the map. Got both the center villages. Although, he's now losing these side villages in the center village too, but... Ooh, and balloons this commander back over to this side. So, Zeronix has a lead on Groove, but, you know, that free hit from the dragon did quite a lot of damage. And now we're in real time. Zeronix on 32 minutes left on the clock. Buys a witch, he's going to skip a build from one of the barracks. I think he's really scared of this dragon, which can hit a lot of things. This road? It is road. So the dragon could do some pressure over here. And we could see something like dragon goes up and hits. This runs along here and puts a lot of pressure on like this side of the map. So yeah, he's going to do exactly that. Going to take this village down. Heals with the sword and captures with the spear. You want this to be on a much higher health value compared to a weakened sword capture. That is probably going to be needed to heal the dragon at some point potentially. Needed to heal the mage. Needed to heal the spear even. Like, alright, has his archer out as well. So this is really good play. Like, this is going to cover the center position, and archers are just going to force... They're such an interesting unit because they force the opponent back, and they also punish the opponent if they just try and walk in without dealing enough damage. They're so good. Ooh, he's gonna move his commander in the balloon. Gets his own witch. You know, that's actually a pretty fair response to a witch, is having your own witch. And also, because these are Koji matches, you want archers to be able to shoot down the bombs. And you want the witch to be able to shoot the bombs down too. And the witch guards the bombs. So, if your opponent has a witch, and you also have a witch, and they put their witch next to the bombs, you can't one-shot it anymore. They are very good for that. Let's just take a quick look at the income. Saikoya is really up on income. He's up on unit count too. I mean, he's done his builds this turn. He's done triple build, and Zeronix had to skip one too, so Saikoya really putting in a lot of work. But this is a Koji with 90% towards Groove, and this is a Koji with 65% towards Groove. And that makes a big difference. Obviously, I think he really wants to decap this with Koji next turn, even if he has to use like a sword to hit first and then Koji follow up. Because if he decaps this next turn, he will end with Groove. And that's a huge deal. Ooh, good hit with the knight getting through. And he's probably going to follow up by decapping this, which is going to make it even on both sides. Good hit with the spear. I guess sword follows up. Does sword follow up? I think it's the only one that can. Ooh. They uses the crit. So, I mean, it was the only thing the rifle could shoot this turn. But that means no bullet for the next turn. So he can move his army more freely around. I don't think the witch can hex Koji. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't quite. There's no kind of lethal here. He can only be hit on two sides. In theory, that could be like a double sword crit onto Koji, but I doubt we're going to see that. This witch is probably going to move forward quite a bit. Oh, that's not good positioning. Because now the rifle gets to shoot it. That's a pretty big blunder. And there's like fun stuff you can do here, like let's say you kill this. Rifle hit. Dragon follow up even. The witch won't be able to finish it off. You'd need to move another mage into cover. Because if you only have a witch to counter attack. Okay, so he's moved his commander forward. And the dog can't reach the rifle though. But no, he can no longer put pressure on this village to the same extent. Like, he could shoot this mage. I don't think he would go for a kill on it. Like, one of these two mages is going to move into cover for that mage. But you can hit that mage really hard, and that's not a fun place to be. The witch can't reach around there. You could see something like dragon hits there. Like mage moves here to cover. Because that can't reach around. I mean, Zeronix might, or even Saikoya might just move back. Just like let Zeronix have this side of the map. Okay, he would have really liked to have killed something this turn, but it isn't to be. He's gonna probably get grooved the turn after Zeronix does. But yeah, like, obvious damage is shoot the mage. It won't kill. Very aggressive positioning from this witch here. Can't be reached, so might as well go for it. Oh, yeah, enemy witch can, but I guess all you do there is keep a mage close by and it'll kill it in return. There aren't a huge amount of mages on Saikoya's side. Dog moves forward. This archer might move forward a little bit. Yeah, he's just going to move there. Lets him cover a lot of this front. Could see something like balloon commander to here. Then sword crit. Even like sword capture potentially. And that also covers the witch. And yeah, there's not too much that can reach here. Like, I guess you run the mage. Ooh, mage there is a bit risky because a sword crit can come down on it. But Saikoya might just try and cover this side. Like, push more units up. Koi Pond is very dangerous for a commander to stand next to, so... Could see a bunch of units just jump in this balloon and he moves stuff up to this side. You could even drop a unit in this. If it's something durable enough, it would live. I'm not 100% sure what that would be though. Like, Koji is the only thing I can really think of that would survive if it was in there. And even then that's like 3 sides and you're standing on a pond. So... I'm a little concerned. I don't know if capturing was the best choice. I think you could just move the mage there. And it won't die, it won't get crit, it won't have a sword. Like, the sword can run up and hit it, but it won't kill. And yeah, Zeronix has managed to swing this not completely back in his favor, but it is in a much better place than it was. And ooh, where is this going? Is he going to be aggressive? Okay. Yeah, he moves the unit that was on this mountain. So yeah, spear on a mountain is not dying to very much. And he's going to go for sword crit plus take, probably. And just have a lot of units in place to do the counter attack when it comes down to it. I wonder if he's even going to go for it. He's not behind on income, so there's no rush. But I think this mage here, not long for this world. A sword crit will kill it on a road. I'm fairly sure a sword crit will kill it on a road. 60. Oh, actually, no, it won't. This might be completely safe. I mean, he could, in theory, he could sacrifice like the mage first and like a witch hex. Oh, you wouldn't witch hex though, because you want this to die. Alright. Heal comes down. Is that going to be sacrificed to clear this? Commander here, that makes a lot of sense. Dog to surround. Yeah, he's going to sacrifice. Ooh, this is a coin flip. And he gets a really low roll. Oh, that's so bad. Oh. After all that. That's horrible, because he spent 300 gold on a mage heal, plus sacrificed a mage to kill this mage. So that's gold efficiency just gone. And yeah, like, what do you even do in this position? Like, you move your mage here, I guess. Oh, that's rough. There wasn't a mage covering this bit, so this is pretty safe to be here. Dragon can run and like be kind of safe. Like, you can surround. If you go down to there, then it'll be okay. Mentally though, I don't really know how you come back from something like that. Ooh, this mage is not long for this world. Kills a balloon, and killing the balloon's always nice, but you know, there's another balloon out, so mobility is here. And oh, this has got a crit left in it. I don't think you burn a crit from a rifle on a mage in a river. I think you just like walk a spear in, do a spear crit. This is a relatively safe place for a spear to sit. Like, you can only be hit on sides that are pretty vulnerable to dying, so this doesn't cover that either. This is probably going to run down and capture. Oh, he doesn't even decap this village. That's kind of the funny bit here. Runs his knight back as well. So these units can run back and get into position to recapture. And runs the dog up. But yeah, this mage is dead. You run the spear here. There's no hit from this. Yep. That will definitely kill every single time. I think hitting this is really, like, quite safe. So he's going to have Koji Groove at the end of his turn. There's not enough of a punish. He can't be hit. Oh god, he can even do it from here if you wanted to. And your rifle's annoying, right? But you can move stuff around so it won't get hit by the rifle. It does shut down this archer's mobility, like it can't run down this side now. Okay, goes for here. 95% health. So the interesting thing there is that means swords won't be able to suicide off of this. So it's actually a benefit to have slightly less health. And this needs to like run down here, and the dog and the mage need to cover it, because otherwise this witch is going to be a real pain. Oh, he's going to be aggressive. He's going to kill a dog. He's going to heal his mage up. Okay. I mean, the mage won't reach. This dragon will live unless he throws a bomb at it. And if you're Saikoya, you might actually be okay with that. You might just be like, sure, throw a bomb at my dragon. Like, as long as he doesn't put a unit here. Which he doesn't have a reason to. So this mage is also pretty safe. Like, nothing can really reach it. Only Koji can. And this witch moves up. There's nothing to stop it from doing that. So might as well. He's gonna slowly move these units. Be very careful about this rifle. Yeah, this archer, of course. Moving over to this side, which makes sense because Koji has bombs. Like, archer is going to help deal with those. I guess my question here is, do you save the crit? Or do you reload? Because, like, you may want to just have the threat of shooting multiple times. Obviously, this rifle needs to be somewhere that's a lot safer because spending Koji bombs to kill the rifle is actually pretty good in terms of value. Can he kill a rifle? Yes. So Koji bombs would kill that rifle if they could. So he's just going to put a lot of stuff in front of it. Very aggressive positioning from Saikoya. Like, he's not going to back down and let his stronghold take any hits. This commander is nice and up in the front. There isn't really much of a punish here. There's no sword suicide on this. He cannot hit from this side at all. And this side, he can't even reach this side. So there's very little that can actually punish here. And funnily enough, because he's got this village up here, his income's much higher. He has a 6 unit lead at the end of that turn. Zeronix, of course, not out of it by any means. He can absolutely turn this around. A couple good Koji bombs can really like do a lot of damage, but Saikoya has Koji bombs now too, so and so many mages coming out now. I mean, he did lose mages, so yeah, he's gonna need to build more. There's like little things here, like Zeronix doesn't have any archers out, so the Koji bombs can live for quite some time. There's a witch here, but there's also a witch next to Koji. That's true of both players, but this archer's gonna threaten bombs. I would love to see more archers come out. I think that would help a lot here. They are very good in this matchup. And you look at it, like there's all these spears. Like spears get decimated by archers too, so lots of opportunities for archer play. And they're like one of the few things that can hit Koji bombs. And they're actually, I think, the only thing that's available on this map that can hit sparrow bombs without taking damage from them. And there we go. Zeronix, he has his Koji bombs out. They're kind of just gonna chill. They aren't close enough to hit anything. Will he sacrifice his witch to hit the dragon? No! This dragon killed a unit for free. That's kind of incredible. Has to heal this sword. There's a tiny bit of gold. But even tiny bits of gold can add up. If that brings you down away from the 100 mark, then that's a unit less you can buy. Potentially it's less gold you'll have available to heal stuff. So even though it's like 3 gold, it makes a difference. Ooh, looking at this sword could eat a bullet. I mean, it's a crit, so I don't know if he'll burn a crit on that, but this is very nice positioning, actually, because the flagstone tile is really useful too, but the archer can't reach, so he couldn't do something like shoot that with an archer and then have the witch fly in and finish it off. Alex, just to shoot Koji. Why not? How much damage do you do? 10 on average? I think that was a really good high roll. 13. So getting it close to a max roll there. Zeronix, he's getting rolls when it doesn't matter as much. Like, this roll up here was like really costly. This roll here, it's nice, but like, it's not gonna make this Koji that much weaker for it, really. Zeronix, he's taking quite a lot on this time on this turn. 21 minutes left on the clock. Compare that to Saikoya, who is going to have 27 minutes of, like, effectively. So Saikoya definitely ahead on time. We'll see how he is at the end of this turn. Zeronix, of course, being player 1. To go first. Okay, village capture comes down. Makes sense. Could even see stuff like this village get decapped. And another possibility here is that the Koji bombs just fly into other Koji bombs. I don't think they would kill though. I think they only do 25%. So that would only bring them down to half. Like, you fly your witch in, but you're going to lose the witch in return for it. Not really worth it. Like, you would kill a sword, but there's much better uses for Koji bombs. So we may see something like Koji bombs wall here, and he does a bunch of damage elsewhere. And there's always the worry that these could fly in and deal extra damage, so... The lethal opportunities on the map are very dangerous when you consider them. Okay, so he's going to move Koji very aggressively forward and put Koji bombs down. The witch can reach one of them, so I guess he wants to put... Yeah, he's putting his own witch here to cover. And I guess, like, he moved this mage or the dog here? Okay, he's moving there. I guess mage could move there, and that would be completely safe. Oh no, that could run around, so... The dog's quite vulnerable, but I don't think... The only thing the dog is actually vulnerable to is the unit that you're worried about hitting Koji from this side, so that's fine. Archer just moves forward a little bit. Obviously quite scared of these Koji bombs flying in and killing his archer. And he's going to move his army forward. So the rifle's going to get a shot on one of these swords. But I think he has enough stuff that he doesn't really care too much about that. Oh, he puts his rifle in the forest. That's really nice. So yeah, if he shoots any of this with his rifle, his own rifle, there's a crit here. This is perfect. Because this is definitely going to kill that rifle. Dragonflies to a spot where, you know, like a bomb and a witch could kill it. But there's also enough counter here from mages to kill anything that comes near that dragon. So even if the dragon dies, like, a witch would get killed for it. And these are very solid walls as well. Look at that. That's just a giant block of units. And because it's a big block, Koji bombs only get to hit one thing at a time. Oh, if you flew a witch in and hexed all of this though, it would just feel good. Obviously you'd die, but... Another archer comes out. And a spear. Okay. I would have thought even an extra archer would be quite nice. Maybe even another mage. He's only got 3. Like, only, but... He's only got 1 on this side, so his anti-air is a little bit weaker on this side of the map. And a mage would be able to run up and get in that balloon, but... I guess Saikoya wants to bank a bit of money. Possibly get another dragon. Let's look at that again. 6 unit lead at the end of his turn. They of course both put Koji bombs out, so... This rifle has to run. It will die if it stays there. And its best target is like the mage, a sword. It won't kill this if it shoots it. Like, I don't care. God, it won't even kill a spear on planes. Like a mountain would just like take it down to what? Just over half health? Or just under half health even? Like 40% of health? $35, something like that. And this is such a stalemate. Like, Zeronix, what do you do in this position? Like, sure, you have these Koji bombs. I mean, you just try and get more Koji bombs. If you run up, you hit this village with Koji, capture it with the sword, next turn, hit this, capture it again. Like, you just try and build up an absolute fleet of these. But the response to that is you build more archers and you just march forward and try and pick them off. And Zeronix is really on the back foot. Saikoya is playing this so well. Are we going to see Saikoya beat another Groove of War champion? And yeah, he knocks it down. He's going to try and build up Groove for another one. There's a huge chunk of army here. And like, let's say this rifle moves back. Like, this rifle can shoot. Like, it can absolutely go for shots. It could kill Spear. Like, anything that's here is dead. Doesn't matter what it is. Unless it's like a dog, but... Like, air and similar units. Yeah, he just has to walk back. If you had enough mages, you could, in theory, put this on, like, the mountain next. And then that would shoot the rifle on the mountain, and this would get mage heals and crit it back. And yeah, this just has to walk back. There is, of course, the fear of... Now this archer's in range. There's another witch out. He just has to keep building cheap ground units. Oh, but he can even do stuff like this archer can walk forward enough to hit these squares. So we could start seeing, like, yeah, he just has to walk his stuff back. And that's going to leave this exposed, which means Koji bombs can go in. If he could kill this spear... Oh, like, there's a sword in the way now. But if he could clear a path, like, he could do the 1-2 punch. God, Dragon's in range to help clear as well. So actually, Dragon could clear spear, because Dragon does a lot of damage to spears. It does enough that a flagstone tile won't keep that alive. And you could even Witch Hex after to follow up. So you could see something like dragon. Oh, I bet he really wishes this rifle was like here. Oh, this sword's dead. Like the archer can hit the sword. I guess you could like double dog clear that, like dragon runs in, Koji bombs fly in and hit. Like you mage shield the Koji, Koji walks in, hits there, but you're also eating like crit, hit, double hex. That really isn't worth it actually. Yeah, he's just gonna do a safe option. Hit that. That's still pretty vulnerable. This is really dangerous. You can be hit on two sides. Double Koji bomb. I think he actually has to clear one of these or he's dead. Koji bomb, mage. Or Koji bomb on this side because you shoot this with the sword first. Or shoot this first even. Then you throw a mage at it. And that does some damage to this one too, which is quite nice. Takes it down to 75%. And you clear one of these bombs off. I think, yeah, he has to. Yeah, he clears that. Very sensibly. Oh, no, he's going to cover there. Okay, so you put the witch behind. This square is now safe. Only going to be able to hit from the mountain. So double witch hex plus Koji bombs. Won't kill. That's very risky though. He's just going to try and build groove as well. They're both just going to try and build up for another Koji groove. And you know, he picks off a unit for free, so you can keep building that unit lead. These have to be very careful not to get killed by this rifle. Fly step behind. Might as well. You don't want to like get needled and then have a unit come in behind. If I'm Saikoya, you could even build another dragon and just rain fire down on your opponent. Goes for the golem. That's going to be really useful for clearing here. It will survive a lot of counterattack. There's a lot of stuff here that's going to get hit by this rifle potentially. So he's going to sacrifice his own sword. Oh, just goes for a unit pick. And this is actually fine. There isn't that much to counterattack on this side. Like this Koji can't reach. And he can put units in place to punish if it comes to it. He's got bombs here as well, so... yeah, like he can start being aggressive and even like to the point of being a little bit reckless. Got an 8 unit lead at the end of his turn. And obviously like he's going to lose some units this turn. Like this is going to shoot a sword probably. But Zeronix has to commit if he wants to attack into this. And there's a lot of stuff to, you know, hit back. He's got 2 archers actually that can cover these. Like you could run this into the river tile. You can run this up or here. And he's got a lot of other units that can get close to that as well. You can even do stuff like you could balloon a dog forward to set up a dog crit. Spear covers this sword. This is really nice aggressive play. Very safe. And Zeronix, like he's running out of time. Like I guess you knock that down. Koji comes forward, then Koji hits there next, or there. But this is very, very vulnerable to just getting killed. Like the archer can now run forward and hit these. And like a mage could follow up and pick one off. So these have to change position again. You do have double witch, so you can do stuff like make sure that even if the witch attacks in and gets the first hit, it won't get a good trade, but this is just being used to keep these alive and as a body blocker. And it also threatens Hex. Like, being able to shave off 10% off a unit's health is very useful. Yep, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna try and build a second groove. And he's just gonna, you know, he's gonna dedicate himself to this attack. This is gonna eat archer fire. He goes in on this, a spear will hit back. Oh, he's got two spears even. The spear crits are on the table. You know, spear hit, spear crit. Could even throw a Koji bomb up here if you wanted to. I think he's just going to keep using them as blockers for now. And Zeronix, he's going to go for it. He's going to push forward. Going to kill some stuff. Clears a few units. But is that it? That's it, really. And, like, he could lose all of these spears this turn. Like, archer crit comes in for one. And I think Zeronix, he's just being a bit reckless. And he's just saying, he's just pushing forwards. Because, like, what other choice does he really have? And okay, like, if stuff comes in and like returns fire here, you know, he could shoot it with his rifle. Okay, he picks off something. I didn't actually see what got killed there. Something went down to the rifle. I think it was a sword. I'm quite worried about this square here though, because I think a Koji bomb could be used to go up here, damage all of these, and then you basically just finish it off with like archer hits that, spear crit comes down on there. Leaves a Koji bomb in range of an archer. Okay, he's just gonna be aggressive. He's gonna go for it. Come at me, bro, is Zeronix's response. And he's evened up the unit count, so he did a lot of damage that turn. Right, rifle reloads. Makes sense. It could reload on the hill, but it won't. Golem comes forward. I guess like you had to clear stuff before the golem got involved. Right, Saikoya's gonna do the simple stuff like move these units. Seeing as they're not really gonna do anything else this turn. Okay, what are you gonna do? You even do stuff like the dragon can come up here and like you have this archer hit one of these mages and just like weaken the mages a whole ton. Okay. Spear hit's gonna come down first. Sword follow up. Ooh, kills. So now there's spear crits to hit back against spears. I think he wants to use this archer to hit one of these bombs. Could run it here. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And like the mage follow up and kills. He's just gonna slowly clear. Spear crit again. I guess you move the archer here. I would have really loved to have seen this reload on this hill, because I realized that this could shoot it, but you can also mage heal this back and then shoot it back. Although it is a crit, so that would actually potentially kill on the hill. Let's have a look. 90. Maybe. I don't think it would actually. But you would have to throw around so many mage heals to make that worthwhile. So for now, this is just gonna threaten this entire area here. It's like, oh, he's doing good counterattack damage so far. But he needs to punish up here too. Archer on the dog. That's interesting. Probably gonna run this sword back as like a body block or something, and then... Or maybe even sacrifice it just to do damage to a mage. Alright, spear crit comes down. Runs the sword back, gets the heal. This sword comes up. Dog could finish off this mage. Or even something like, ooh, Witch Hex. I guess you should have done that first, but it is what it is. Ooh, wow. Very aggressive plays coming down here. Puts that forward. Gonna keep clearing units out. Mage shield comes down. These spears, like the enemy spears are all gone, so not that much here that can really clear these. Alright, gets that kill. Balloon can block this side. Maybe drop some units along with it. But yeah, he's just gonna ignore that knight for the moment. And this balloon could fly forwards. Drop something down too. Ooh, I like this. Mage has to go around if he wants to keep this. He wants to kill that archer, but okay. Can Zeronix clear this? Got Koji bombs. Koji's on a mountain though. Can he even clear the... Oh, I guess he shoots the mage to crit it. Double hex, double bomb. Two sides? Could die. He'll struggle to kill this. Like, he killed the archer, which made a lot of sense, because that's the bomb being pretty much invulnerable now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so, like, that archer can't reach. Yeah, clearing the archer means this mage can't clear a bomb. Especially with, like, witch hexes available. But, you know, he's got, what, 77 from those. Those two will do 40, maybe 35, 30. I don't think he can kill this. You can clear this though. You can use both mages to clear a bomb. Or like a mage and a witch with like a witch hex. And then like the mage can come down and clear that side. But what even reaches at that point? Like 1, 4, nope. That won't reach. So this is incredibly difficult. And because it's very difficult, it's going to take time to figure this out. And I don't think you can kill him. I think he's just survivable enough. Like, I guess you suicide a sword in first. But even that's not going to be enough. I guess you could suicide the dog and that would do a little bit more. Like 20 average. Minus 40. So that's what, like 11 damage when you're injured? Right, so this shoots that. Dog goes in, brings him down to 86. Double hex. Takes this down to 66. Double Koji bomb plus like night hit, dog hit. Could do it. He might be dead. Yeah, 66 double Koji bomb would be what? Down to 30. Plus night plus dog. Actually, that's looking pretty good. I think Saikoya overextended here. Like, pretty heavily too. This should not have been... Like, he could have just played more patient. He had the timer advantage. Zeronix has to spot it though. But yeah, like, this is way too far forward with Koji. You should at the very least have cleared one of these bombs. That would have made a big difference. That's like 15% health on the table right there. If Saikoya lives, it's like the ballsiest play ever. Because I think he's just dead. It does depend on like the dice rolls. Like, I think I actually don't know if Koji bombs, if they're injured when they explode, if that reduces their damage. I would imagine it would. There's even plays like, let's say you detonate both Koji bombs, like here. You can run this mage up to hit that, you can run that mage down to hit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so this dog can't reach. And I guess Zeronix has to go for a lethal. He's 11 units behind. And everybody, we're just waiting. Oh, we're dead. Zeronix. I mean, I think everybody here is just, I don't know, both the players are probably absolutely sweating as well. Saikoya probably realizing that he's overextended with Koji. And Zeronix. Oh, you think he's going to go for it. I think he sacrifices the dog. Does a little bit more damage, but also takes more counterattack damage. Goes for a sword. 91. Oh, does that mean he can sacrifice a second sword? That's a very low roll to get with a sword. 15. Wow, he really low rolled that. I don't know if that changes things too much though. That's what, 71% with those? Followed by these two? And like there. Oh, he goes for another sword. Right, I think this is definitely lethal. 62% he's going to be after these. Koji bombs will run in and deal at least 30. And yeah, like a knight hit and a dog hit is definitely going to kill too. Yeah, and we're going to see it come down. And Saikoya, having been ahead for this entire game, basically, 45, 27%. Even the dogs will finish. And the knight does it! And Zeronix takes it. After being behind the entire game, Saikoya overextends with his commander and dies. And, oh, what a way to finish a run. Like, Saikoya, like, having taken down red gems, he put Zeronix so close to the end, and just couldn't. He just overextended with his commander. And Koji's so dangerous to go against. Those Koji bombs deal so much damage. And he had 2 witches. Being on the mountain doesn't really make you that much safer because, you know, suicides can come in. That witch hex really like turned against him actually. Opened up 2-unit suicide.